for the win. Vogel, Vogel,
Now
Vogel.
what you can't do is misquote me. You can't
Yeah,
misquote me.
Vogel.
Don't misquote me. So yeah, I would like to fight, but they both coming off a loss to they both coming off a loss to Bud.
Yep.
Let them scrap. Let's see where they both at.
Good
I like
fight.
it. I like it. Earl Spence, there's a good fight out there for you at 54 right now. You know, Israel Magidor. I mean, he's a competitor. He ain't nothing play with. You know what I'm saying? How do you think Spence matches up with that style? The style makes fights. I mean, Spence is a totally different kind of fighter. He's tall, he's lengthy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how do you think that he matches up with that? And let's not forget, before before the Terrence Crawford fight, everybody in the world was calling Earl Spence the truth. He was
The
called the
big fish.
truth,
Yep.
big fish. So what about let's rewind? Let's take away the Terrence Crawford fight. What about if the big fish shows back up against Magidor? What do you think happens there? This is good.
It's a huge fight. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm gonna be real. Madrimov is nobody to play with.
No,
He got he got footwork. He like well-rounded
and
fighter.
he
He
got
could be
that.
sharper.
He got
He
that.
could be
But
sharper.
well, nope. I promise you, he is sharper. It's just that with Terrence Crawford, Terrence had that timing. Terrence has good timing, and he didn't allow that attack to happen. That normal attack we see how Magidor usually starts off with other fighters, and he starts off kind of awkward and throw guys off and had them looking crazy and falling all over the place. He wasn't able to do that to Crawford because Crawford was able to tame that early. He was able to tame it with a good jab and with some good combinations. And Magidor realized he couldn't just run in there. He's like, oh shit, I can't just run in there. I got to take my time. So he started throwing feints and moving his head, and you know what I'm saying. He was doing a lot of elite level things. And like I told the people before, no matter what, Magidor had learned something from the Terrence Crawford fight. Trust me. So going into the next fight, I believe in my heart, he's gonna be that much better and that much vicious. Watch.
I mean, honestly, more thinking about that, you're right,
And
100%. But
and if anybody stand there and bang out with him toe to toe, no good. He gonna beat the shit out of you. He
right,
he gonna crush some shit. So I tell people now, you know what I'm saying? I'm very excited. I know it's very premature. Israel, he gonna see this. I'm looking forward to the next Israel Magidor card. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to that. No joke.
that's good. So, do you believe that his stock rose, Zeb?
I believe so. This is one of those fights where a loss can make you better.
Mm. You know, when I interviewed him today, he actually said that. He's like, I learned a lot.
Come on, I didn't see none of that. We didn't even drop it yet, and I wasn't with you. So
We
this
didn't
is what
even
I'm
drop it
saying.
yet.
This is what I'm saying is I could just watch like this game. I know this game, man. I don't know what it is. God, I love the Lord, but He put boxing in my brain, bro. You know how it's crazy. Another great thing somebody said. Do you think he could beat Charlo? What about him and Charlo? That would be. Charlo will have his hands. Listen, I say on the record, Charlo will have his hands full right now with Israel Magidor. I got anybody coming in there right now that's not fundamentally sound, skilled, and schooled gonna have a tough time with Israel Magidor. I promise you. Anybody.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he has a punching power that Terrence Crawford was respecting too. You know, we seen both fighters, lead the way with their front foot and take away that, and go lateral as well, mixing it up. You know what I mean? But a lot of respect. That being said, we might see a Spence and Madrimov fight, and I think I would favor Madrimov, to be honest with you, in that fight. I think that would be a tough fight for Spence. But either way, you know what I mean. It's a close fight. I don't think that we've seen the best out of him yet. You know what I mean. I honestly don't.
Do you think that a good comeback fight for Spence?
No,
Hmm.
no. Do you?
I don't know. I mean, he's had a nice lengthy time off. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I don't know. I'm just comparing me. When I came back, I wanted to come back with a dog. I wanted to come back because when you take a loss and you come back, if you don't prepare your mind to go to the moon with it, it's not gonna work out good for you. Like if you take a loss and you come back with an easy fight, that doesn't do anything for you. You got to come back and put yourself back. You got to jump back in the motherfucking water and start swimming again with the sharks ASAP. I mean that was just me.
No, 100%. You're definitely right about that. Now, even leading up to that, when we seen Jared Miller, talking about, and he had a controversial draw.
Right.
Now, um, we tell us what you think about that fight itself.
I mean, listen, man, it was a robbery from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? We got robbed on the West Coast. We out of territory. You know what I'm saying? But Jared Anderson, I mean Jared Miller, I feel like he did win that fight.
Mm. Do you want to see a rematch?
Yeah, a rematch wouldn't be bad in that fight. I mean, Andy didn't do bad either. Andy didn't do bad, but I think Jerry outworked him. He threw more punches. He was a little bit more busier. You know what I'm saying? He backed him up, and yeah, if it was a close thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna lean with Gerald Anderson. I mean Gerald Miller. These, these Geralds. And then it's Big Baby. Then it's you don't know who the fuck. You don't know who. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my guys
Um,
though.
now, going into that co-main event, right, with Pitbull Cruz, um, you know, we talked about this fight being a possible upset.
Yep.
You and I
Yep.
specifically. Um, so that being said, I mean, a lot of people in the stands kind of were booing. Do you think they made the right call?
I think that Pitbull Cruz has built up a hometown following, a hometown base. They don't care. You remember we was out late last night and at the hotel, and we watched them. Enter the hotel. They entered the hotel as if they won the fight. They was still cheering for the world. They was partying. They was having fun. They got good energy. I love that about that. You know what I'm saying? His people's got him hook or crook. They're gonna make sure he feels great. He feels good and looking forward to the next situation. There's nothing wrong with that. But did he lose the fight? Yes, he lost the fight. I give Rayo a big round of applause. Early he got caught with some good shots, and you know what I'm saying. It looked kind of spooky for him. You know what I'm saying. But he figured out a way to keep that good distance and let those combinations off. I think the biggest thing he did was keep the distance and throw combos. If he would have kept the distance and throw single punches, it would have probably still been different. But for the fact that he kept his distance and he threw combinations towards the opponent, that's what made that was the deciding factor in making a difference. And then right after the combo, he pivoted. He pivoted. So every time Pitbull had to keep turning into him and try to find them
He
and try
was
to
always
make
dictating the
he
angle.
was always dictating the angle. So yes, you know what I'm saying? Ryo fought the perfect fight, and congratulations to Ryo for the championship.
I mean, how do you see him at 140 pounds? I mean, now he's the new champion. I mean, like, what do you see? Devin Haney was in the building. He's a
I
champion at 140
mean, listen,
pounds.
sometimes people
Teofimo was in the building. He's a champion at 40. Paro, champion. How does this guy, fit in with those
sometimes
guys?
people jump off the end, people jump off the boardwalk in the deep end. You know what I'm saying? And they hit water and they know how to swim. So you got to take your hat off to him. And he's not a little guy. He's not like a little guy. I think he'll do good at 140 pounds once he gets more saturated to the weight. And yes, we're gonna see how he matches up with some of the great fighters like a Devin Haney, a Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? What's the other guy? What's the other guy you said?
Liam
Liam
Paro.
Paro. I like Liam Paro. Liam Paro's the dog. I was there when Liam Paro beat on Devin Card, and I was telling you, I said, yo, I like him. I like him. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely he definitely got his hands cut out for him. He got work on the side, and we're gonna see how the 140-pound division treats my guy Rayo.
I like it. Now, Teofimo Lopez very outspoken. You know, they didn't put him on the big screen. Yesterday they put guys like Shakur Stevenson,
They didn't put me
Devin
in.
Haney.
We didn't get on the big screen either. We was in the building. You know what I'm
Wait a
saying?
minute, you wasn't? I was actually waiting for you. I was like, it's about that time. It's about
Nah,
that time.
nah, we didn't make the screen. It's okay though. That's not like I've been doing this way too long to worry about a
It's
screen.
okay. Only one. It's only been one time that you missed the screen,
Hey,
Sam. Only one time.
I'm just saying we didn't make the screen on a big night. That was a big legendary night. A big, huge night is going to be around. It's going to be remembered in history for a
Matter of fact,
long.
I'm gonna tell Teal that shit. I was like, 6 times didn't get it
Yeah,
either. Hold on.
you can't have feelings for that. You know what I'm saying? Teal, certain things you worry about in the game and certain things you don't worry about.